A British couple who've left the UK, given up work. Ian spilt his tea all over him. given up work. Oh no, we can't. No, stop. Hi. We're Caroline and Ian, a British couple who've given up work, left the UK, given away their possessions, and have now for the past 3 years been on a full life van tour.
So come and join us and see how Christian faith and van life work together.
In Thasos.
In Thasos at the moment.
On a wing and a prayer.
Sometimes you meet people and they just give you nuggets of information. So yesterday there was a nice gentleman who come over with his camper, and we invited him for tea and we had a bit of a chat, and as we were chatting he gave us some information about Delilah and her ticks, because we found out she's got a couple of ticks, and the advice was,
I'll be honest, I didn't think it was going to work. So we've always got tick removers to take the ticks out. But the trouble with that is because you're actually pulling and causing trauma, you can snap the tick and leave the head in. So Renee, thank you very much, told us olive oil on a piece of tissue, keep turning it, rubbing it in anti-clockwise. The whole of the ticks come out, including its head. No trauma, no pulling. No distress to Delilah. So if you are stuck and you need to get ticks out, this would even work for humans. You do it anti-clockwise, because when they burrow in, they put their legs in clockwise. So you're trying to basically unwind them. But look, great big fat tick, still alive, head intact, no trauma to my lovely dog.
she'd do a lot better though if she just didn't keep crawling around the grass and sticking her nose in everything. Yeah, well, we'll see.
Another one ticked off the list.
Hey! So I managed to find another one. And there's...
I think it's one. I can't work it out. No, it's not.
Oh, she hasn't got one.
No.
All right. Just a bit of a lump.
Yeah, just a bit of a lump, I think. Yeah.
Just look how good she is.
She's a brave girlie.
Delilah's all right as well. Well, today we're moving on from Fenari, and we are going, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, the island over there called Thasos. So this is going to be our first island hop, although we're not doing it in the tent because it's still a little bit cold. You wouldn't believe it, because it's warm again today. The heat on my back is quite nice. But here in Fenari, all is quiet again, now that they've done the kite flying and what have you. And but what you can see over towards Bulgaria is the snow's come back on the mountains. It was like that in January when we came here, and it got that cold and it got that cloudy that we ended up with no power. And then that was when the nice president of the harbour came over and helped us out. So we'll give another shout out to him. Thank you very much. Absolutely brilliant. I should imagine that we probably clean up these walkways for the summer. And so we might just call back here on the way back. I'm not quite sure which route we're going to take yet. But Fenari, you've been good to us, so I'd like to thank you for that. And hello Thasos. So on our way coming in, we've found this old abandoned place. Well, it's not quite abandoned, because as we've driven in, a fella's come out with his little hut and he's pointed us in certain directions. Now this is the man's thermal swimming pool, and this one is the ladies' thermal swimming pool. And apparently you can't go together. And the whole lot used to be a complex, and behind the back of here are hotel rooms and things which are all abandoned now. But it's a thermal place, and we're going to have a little look. Obviously can't take any videos of the inside, but we're going to have about 20 minutes bit of a splash around and see how it goes. And we might get to Thasos today. Thasos ferry. Drive on, drive off. It's just that very, very small little lump before you get on. So if you've got a van like ours that's really low, then you have a bit of a problem. And there she is. There's a fella down there washing the sides down, and nearly asked him if he could do the roof for us. I think we're in need of a bit of a clean. I was going to clean it before we came away, but yeah, and I think it's when you see that you realise just how fucking big it is. So this is the Thasos ferry. Apparently leave every half an hour, and I'll get to the front and show you where we're going. Maybe first of all I should show you where we're leaving. So this is Kalamati, I think it is. I'll put the name of it on the vlog, and it looks a bit like the Isle of Wight. And that over there is Thasos, I think. If it's not, I think I might have got it wrong. It might be over there. Yeah. It's plenty of room for cars and lorries and stuff. It's simple. 47 quid I think it was, about 50 euros. But that unfortunately is only one way. But if you have a dog, you don't have to pay. You don't charge it for our little baby. Although she is making the boat kind of tip slightly to the left. Just like that, without any either. Even telling you that they're ready to go. We're off. And we're going over there somewhere. I think the captain knows where we're going. And it's Thasos. Thasos, here we come already. Oh yeah, that was pretty quick. And I love this little island here. Oh, isn't that nice?
I'm at the picnic. I thought it was an hour and 20 minutes. I've only had half a can of pop and we're nearly there.
Well done, Frankie. You've done well. Managed to get us here. We've got our first park up for the night, and it's in a rather large-ish car park. And just in case you can't tell, right next to the sea. Now, it's a very small village that we went through, but it's not hard to get to. It's no problem at all for the size of our van. And along here is where the ferries port, the other ferries, should I say, actually park up. So we've come round the corner from where we were, which is right over there. We've travelled for about 20 minutes off the island, or off the ferry and then round the island. And first impressions, the roads are fairly flat. There's just a couple of fourth gear things, but nothing too horrendous. So here we are. Delilah's quite happy now that she's out a bit, and yeah, this is our first look at Thasos. Let's have a look at the sea, shall we? See whether the sea is nice and clear. We might see if we can get the paddleboard out if it's nice tomorrow. Let's see. Oh, there you go. I mean, coming across on the ferry, there was a few of those white jellyfish that we saw in Nesbar. But yeah, there's mainland Greece over there. It's a massive, great big beach, this. Yeah. Stretches for a bit. So I was wrong, it was 43 euros, so it was about 40 quid to get Delilah, me, Caroline and Frankie over on the ferry. And it was so easy, just basically walked to a kiosk, paid the money, and they just said on. And it was fairly flat. I was a bit thought that I might scrape the exhaust at the back, but it seemed to be okay. I did catch the bull bars at the back just as I was getting off, but it's virtually flat. And yeah, so most of our fares have been relayed so far. And I say so far.
Last night there was a really big storm. It was raining most of the night, but we were quite safe here. We were in a really sheltered bit. Today's activity is we're going for a hike. I don't know if you can see it, but we're heading to that path that goes up the mountain there. Very windy today, so we should be nice and cool. Delilah's had a breakfast. She's a happy girlie sat in the wind. And so, to get us ready for the day, I've found Quaker oats porridge. So we're going to have a big bowl of porridge for breakfast, cup of tea, and that should set us off for the day. I am naughty, I always put cream in the porridge. Oh well, it's turned out nice again. We've not been walking long and we've already taken our jackets off. So we've decided to take a hike. Rather than using a hiking route, we're just
Getting lost.
we are 1.5 kilometres in and we're in the middle of an olive grove that smells of goats, so there must be goats around. And we're just seeing where we end up, but I'd like to show you the olive groves. How beautiful are these old olive trees? They must be hundreds and hundreds of years old. Ah, there's the goats. I knew I could smell you. Oh, there's a pig in with them as well.
But it wasn't me sweating.
Pigs, chickens, goats and sheep all in one pen. Hello, livestock. Yeah, look at that tree. It is stunning. So we're going to head down this path, which takes us to a olive oil museum. Not sure if we're going to go in, but we'll take a look. Our aim is to get up the mountains, so we're just looking for an accessible path up there.
Right, we've come for a walk, and you know how we've been so wonderfully claiming what Bulgarian roads are like, that they are a wonder to behold. Well, you'd think that the roads in Greece would be a little bit better, but to be honest, let me show you how wonderful they are. Beautifully tarmacked. Here we go. Let me just turn. look at that. What a gorgeous road. Yeah. It's as good as it's going to get. We're going up the hill while we go for a walk. Beautiful sights all around. Oh, let me move my finger, sorry. Beautiful sights overlooking the sea. This is probably their M1. Got to be careful that we don't get run over until actually there won't be anything coming down here, because as you can see the road just stops and then it turns into this dirt gravel path. Not only does it stop, it's only about 100 yards, if that. Look as though they started it and went, oh no, I think I'll give that a miss. But here, as you can see, absolutely beautiful. Well, we got to the top of here and it just came to an abrupt end. No further to go, that is it. So why there would tarmac down there, I have absolutely no idea. Seen a couple of goats on the hills, and here's another goat on the hill.
6 mile hike, 3 miles up, 3 miles down.
There you go. And now we're making our way back to Frankie. You can see Frankie from here, between those two boats there. So that's, as you look down there, that's the road as it snakes round. I shouldn't say snakes actually, because they have them in Greece. And down to that little opening down there, and then onto the main road. But what a beautiful day. After last night, that storm and the wind in the van. Ooh. Shall we go?
Indeed, let's return.
Let's go and get Delilah and see where we end up. You've got some got a bit of a face of dread about you there.
I think I'm getting European. So in the UK, if it's a little bit of sunshine, we're happy we jump in water. Now it has to be over 22 degrees before I'm going, oh, isn't it warm today? So I can't miss this opportunity.
Let's see if you can swim out to the boat over there.
Oh, look, that'll be happening.
Well, you never know. Could have took some sliders or something. You know you got your watch on. What, that boat?
You can actually drive all the way round Thasos in 2 hours. So we've left our last park up and we've only driven 11 minutes down the road, and it's brought us to this beautiful little port. It's got restaurants and bars, so not a lot open at the moment, but that's quite how we like it. So I'll show you what the port looks like. It's Delilah panting in the background like she's gone a long way. So a little beach there, we can go for a swim. Or a harbour that we can just sit at night and enjoy the views. There's Frankie there by the side. And I think this is going to be a really nice park up. It does say that you can get water from here, so I'm hoping that we can. We are running a little bit low, so that's the first thing we'll do. Go for a walk and see if there's any taps anywhere. And then I think later on we'll have a wander into the town over there. Get a coffee.